for a feisty thing.
Yeah, I hope so.
Now, you have some very dramatic storylines. Is it fun playing her?
I mean, like Bradley said, from what you see, I mean, does it look like it's fun? Yeah. I mean, it's amazing. You get to do anything from horse riding one day to a banquet scene to sword fighting. You never know what you're going to be doing.
But I know that before you can have fun, there's a lot of hard work that goes into it. So, or isn't there? Is it all natural?
Yeah, just, I wake up and I can do that naturally.
What were you doing before you played Morgana as an actress?
I haven't actually been acting that long, so Morgana is pretty much my first role, my first big job.
Wow, that's amazing. So really, you weren't acting at all before
Not
that?
really, no.
That's incredible. Good for you. Well, you're a natural. Amazing.
Well, no, I pretend.
Oh, okay. Well, you're very good at pretending.
I think that's my job, actually.
There are lots of legends about Morgana. Do you do a lot of research?
The great thing about this show is that it is such a new take on an old legend. And when I first heard about it and I started to sort of look into all the different types of legends, there's so many different ones. And it was more for my own interest that I did it, because it doesn't have a lot of relevance on what it is that we're doing, because what we do is so new and so different, and it's our own way and our own story. So it was more for fun, not so much for the character.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, there's a lot of romance going on in the show as well.
Yes.
If you could direct the writers, in which direction would you send them?
Do you know how many times I get asked this question? I mean, it's political. It's like, who? You want to put me in the Merlin camp or the Arthur camp?
Okay.
Difficult.
Do you want to know?
No. I don't think Morgana could decide.
No.
Well, you know, I mean, the thing about it is Morgana's been brought up in Camelot with Arthur as her brother, so, you know, you can see that in the show. You can see that sibling rivalry and that snippiness, so probably not him.
No. Okay. Well, you talk about, exactly.
Yeah.
You talk about the, well, off or on set, it doesn't matter. But you talk about the fun that you have on set.
Yeah.
You know, is that all the time? Are there particular actors that you've bonded with?
I mean, I think all of us. I mean, we're quite close as a cast because the show is so huge, and at the end of the day, there is just the 6 of us. And especially with the 4 of us, we're kind of similar ages, and you know, this is for most of us our first big job. So a lot of what we're doing together for the first time, and it's great to have another person who you can talk to about that, and the fun part of it, and the difficult part, and it kind of brings you closer together.
And as a new actress, what's it like working with old stalwarts of the stage and screen, like Richard Wilson?
God, he's so cool.
Is he?
So cool. I mean,
I'm not surprised.
You never realised, or you never thought that this could be your job.
Yeah.
I mean, people that you grew up with or you've seen, and next thing you know, you're sitting next to them and you can call them friends. It's amazing.
Good for you, good for you. And how do you want your character to develop, you know, not just on the romance stage?
I want you to be queen.
Really? I want you to be queen. Well, look, we'll meet you again later on in the show. Thank you very much. In the meantime, let's have a big round of applause.